Welcome to a brand new retro game hunt, and we've been here before. If you're familiar with the channel, you may recognise this as Mobile Game Exchange in Derby. This is the first retro game hunt post-lockdown. We did a £5 video game challenge in CEX last week, and I'm going to drop it right now, guys. There is also another retro game hunt filmed, ready to edit, and in the bag. So sit back, enjoy, and let's go. Starting off with my favourite console of all time, the Super Nintendo. Now, just taking a step back, I walked into this shop, guys, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't expect much, but I was pleasantly surprised at how well stocked the shelves were, and this is probably one of the better retro gaming stocks in terms of its stock rotation. Every time I go in, whether it's a week apart, 2 weeks apart, I'm always finding new things. That's why I think this is my third video filming in here, and I know a lot of you guys take some value from it, so I was very, very pleased. And as you guys saw in the thumbnail, we have a beautiful Sega Saturn find coming up. Aside from the magnificent stock range in here, I really love looking at the PlayStation 1 selection in this store because, well, for a start, everything's alphabetized, which for me is super easy to pick through. I know if I want something kind of going into it, I know what to look out for. Yes, I don't alphabetize my game room because I don't have time, but I find it so much easier when I'm kind of picking through stuff if things are in the correct order, and I'm always kind of giving feedback to store owners. In fact, the shop I filmed in over the weekend, I said the same thing about their original Xbox games, but that is in an upcoming video. There's Jess in the background there, she's chatting to Reese, and I'm going to take this opportunity to give a massive shout out to Reese, who came down for a visit and also stepped into the lady lounge. And Reese, let me know what you think in the comments section. Now, if you're a collector of North American Super Nintendo games, this is another one of those stores that you can find a lovely selection of NTSC Super Nintendo games. And I, for one, I think 2 trips ago, possibly even 1 or 2 trips ago, I don't know, I did purchase some NTSC Super Nintendo games. So I'm cool with that, and I like my NTSC stuff because if there's a PAL and an NTSC variant, I typically find that the NTSC stuff is a heck of a lot cheaper than the PAL complete version. So for me, sometimes I'd rather just go for the NTSC stuff because it is a little bit cheaper. Now, I don't know what you guys have found. I mean, there's not a massive amount of NTSC region Super Nintendo around, but when you find it, it's really lovely to see. And I know that this particular shop, because I know the owners and I know the staff that work in there, and they're lovely, so shout out to them. They're always kind of letting me know that there's more Super Nintendo games at the lockup they've got, or you know, and I appreciate that, so massive shout out. Now, here I am. I look hideous in this video. It was a very hot day, so I apologise for my absolute trash look. And we've got our lovely Reese there again. Shout out to you, my lovely. What a great friend, what a great support of the channel. And I just want to really maybe take this opportunity to thank you all for tuning in to my channel and just supporting the content as we push 40,000 subscribers. So if you do choose to subscribe, you can expect plenty more of this, plenty more £5 video game challenges, and just so much more. You see that above my head there? The Super Nintendo controller mirror. This is where I got mine from. A lot of you guys have been asking, when you've seen it in my lady lounge, in my game room, where did you get it from? And I got it from here, and I got it about a year ago. I think it was on one of the trips in which I didn't film anything. Now, between this particular video and the video that will be coming later this week, I have a beautiful selection of retro games coming in a pickups. So we're going to have a nice chill out time going through them pickups, and I always love pickups because I just find them so relaxing to do. It's like one of the playlists for me that I just kind of love recapping what I've got. I kind of take stock of it, you know, it's really, really cool. And as always, please tag me on social media if you guys do pick up anything cool. or at least share some tips with other gamers in the comments section as to where you find cheap games or bargains or rarities or oddities within our beautiful retro gaming community. Now, if I remember correctly, the GBAs that you saw there, particularly the Pikachu one, I believe that was a reshell at £70. One of the downsides, I would say, to Mobile Game Exchange in Derby is that sometimes the prices on certain things can be a little bit top heavy, and I'll give you an example. I bought a Pikachu reshell for £35 at one of the Doncaster retro gaming markets. So for me, I felt that £70 was a little bit too expensive, but I guess it's like anything, you know, you go in these stores, you're looking through the games, you're looking through the consoles, the peripherals, the board games, as I'm pointing out there, and you can pick out bargains. So don't be put off if ever I say, you know, this is a little bit pricey, this is this. You know, it's all relative, and I'm a firm believer that if you want something so badly, you will pay it no matter what it costs. I absolutely love that, because what's expensive for me might not be expensive for you, and vice versa. And that again is just the kind of greatness about the diversity that we have here. Now, this was, I believe, an NTSC copy of Silent Hill 2. I've never actually seen that cover around. I actually prefer that cover. I think it's just got a little bit more of a kick to it in terms of its visuals, so that's really cool. And Silent Hill, of course, is in one of my top 10 games of all time, and of course, you guys know I stream right here on YouTube. This is my main platform, and Silent Hill 2 is one of the games that I've completed. So massive thumbs up, and I am desperately looking forward and praying that we get some more Silent Hill games in the future. Question time! You saw some Sega Dreamcast games there. We're just kind of taking a browse through the Mega CD stuff at the minute, but want to backtrack. On the Sega Dreamcast, is Echo the Dolphin a good game? Is it a good port? Or is it one that should have never have been made, pretty much like the Sega Mega Drive variants? I saw somebody post, I think it was on Instagram, of some beautiful footage of Echo on the Dreamcast on a CRT TV flat screen, and the game looked magnificent. Unfortunately, they didn't have it in stock here. It was one of those games that the particular staff member at the time said that they had, but again, it was over in the lockup. But it goes for about 20 quid, so I might actually snag myself a copy on eBay. But I haven't really spoke about it, so I don't want to like throw 20 quid at the wind if it's going to be absolutely crap like it is on the Sega Mega Drive until this day. Admittedly, I actually still don't know what to do. But yes, now doesn't this Master Chief helmet look beautiful? Beautiful. I don't own it actually. Can come in at a hefty price, can that variant, but I think if you're like a hardcore Halo fan, it's definitely worth having in your collection. So this is me having one last whip around, and at this stage I was kind of like summoned to the front till I love this guy. I don't know what your name is, but he's really nice, he really looks after me. And check this out, Virtua Fighter, kids. I've never ever seen this about. 22 quid? Did I pick it up though? Would you have picked it up? Let me know. The final look around the store. I'd pretty much seen everything that I wanted to see at this stage, but I do this horrible thing, of this terrible habit when I'm retro game hunting, where I kind of go in my head and I'm like, right, hang on, just go round once again, and Jess gets really annoyed with me, and I can like see her just waiting to go. But for me, being in these kinds of stores is where I feel I completely belong, and I love doing this. I love doing retro game hunting. I love putting it out there on YouTube. I love it when you guys can find bargains as well as me because of these videos, and together we'll continue to grow. So like I said, guys, we're winding the video down. If you've not already done so, please subscribe, share this video or any of my videos using hashtag Team24, and I will retweet you. Alright, mobile game exchange in Derby, guys. Again, I am not paid to do these tours. I fund them myself. Everything I say, they're all my own views. If a store wasn't very good, I would tell you, or I would tell you at least where I think that it could make some improvements. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Until the next one, have a good one. My name is Gemma. Take care. See you guys soon.